Man. So for today's video, we're gonna go ahead and be writing my research paper. So let me get you guys all caught up. My paper is on critical race theory, which is basically just what is it? Is there something? Critical race theory? No. Critical race theory aims to shine a light on. Critical race theory aims to push forward the idea that race continues to be prevalent in today's society. So critical race theory is a system of ideas to analyze the merits and faults of the racial construct in society. See, this is my very rough draft. Like I did not like this at all. I was reading through it, and I think it was focusing too broadly on racism. So I'm trying to narrow it down to like white privilege and like how that shit you know. So this is what I wrote. God damn, this is what I wrote yesterday, right? So the title is gonna be promoting inclusion through the use of critical race theory, because what we're trying to push forward is inclusion, right? Not fucking division. What they call it over here, like saying racism. Because if we look at racism broadly, I feel like that just creates more of a division than an inclusion. But I feel like if we talk about inclusion, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. These big ass words. Alright, so the United States of America suffers from the consequences of racism, right? Starting it off broadly, starting it off harshly. I don't know that one word I want to use, but like I feel like it hooks the audience, right? Racism has created positive consequences for white Americans and negative consequences for those who are not white passing. I don't like that. I don't like that. I was listening to communist slow jams, so I think I was pretty racist just yesterday. Let me change this real quick. Hold on. There you go. Whiteness was and is still used as a means to access privilege in this country. See, I love that fucking line right there. See, I went off when I wrote that. This is known as white privilege. The United States has throughout history been the site around a core engineered to prop up whiteness while exploiting and marginalizing those who are not white. One big issue I have with this is it creates like rather than focusing on how minorities are not being helped, how they're being left in the margin, like I wrote here. I feel like it's focusing and targeting and antagonizing white people. You know, because from what I know, white people haven't done shit. It was just the history, you know. Has been designed around a system while exploiting. Denying white privilege is denying the injustice that people of color face. I don't like that. Let me highlight this. I like the beginning, but the end, I don't like that at all. Get the fuck out of here. I hate Grammarly, dude. This white privilege has grown roots that have pierced the educational system. See, that's when we transition, because I'm trying to focus on education, right? And how the critical race theory can help education. You know, I got a few essays right here that are gonna help me, or should help me. The National Association of School Psychologists put out a lesson plan which encapsulates. See, I gotta find a better source, dude. Cause that's cool. Like it gives me the answers I want, but I want something that's like based around stats. You know what I mean? Which encapsulates how white privilege benefits white people and disadvantages non-white Americans. I love that big ass word I use. Encapsulates. I think I learned that from Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball, the original. The lesson plan addresses white people by stating some benefits they see during history class. Oh, I got fix the transition there. And saying, let me see. I don't like that. What if I just say states? States. Hold on. When you attend school, your race will be portrayed positively in the curriculum. Addressed by saying yes, yes. Addresses the white race. I don't know. When you attend school, your race will be portrayed positively in the curriculum. Individuals who share your racial background will be presented as examples for those who have contributed to American life history. For example, you and your friends will be taught about the United States' presence in Europe during World War II to stop the Jewish Holocaust without discussion of its Japanese internment camps. See, I don't know about that because we did learn about the internment camps, but it was very briefly. Like it was like one day at most, if even a day. But we did cover fucking World War II for like an extensive amount. And even then, that's another problem I have, because we're talking about educational system. This is not discussing the fucking math. This is not discussing like math or like those kind of classes. It's mainly focusing on history, which is important, but I don't know. When you attend your school, for discussion of famous adventures. I gotta fix this line right here. Some disadvantages of white privilege are also stated. It's advantages. I feel like this quote is way too long, but like both of these quotes combined, they're like easily like a paragraph. Also states disadvantages. Minorities. Fix. By saying. See, I don't know. I don't know about this quote. The contributions of racial ethnic minorities are limited, ignored, or portrayed negatively or in a stereotypical fashion. Yes. Examples include the portrayal of Native American as unsophisticated and in need of European white influence to better themselves. Yes, because when we learned about the Trail of Tears, we didn't even cover it for an extensive amount. We just skimmed through it. Like, I don't know. We didn't really look at their perspective. We just looked at the European aspect. African American and Hispanic American history only being discussed during their designated months rather than throughout the year. I really want to focus on this, but I don't know. I don't know the difference between focus and focus. So if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. Nat Turner's slave rebellion. We didn't even learn about this. Instead of slaves fighting for their freedom. See, I love that. I love that quote. And viewing Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech as his most significant contribution, and his only contribution, because we didn't even learn about none of that other shit he did. Like, when I was going through my little rebellion phase, I started reading on Dr. King's shit. Dude was a goat. He was goated. I could think he cheated on his wife and all, but aside from that, he's cool. segregation, poverty. Thus, by making a curriculum that primarily focuses on white history, we are undermining and undervaluing. See, I love those two words: undermining and undervaluing the effect that colored people have had on molding America. Because America is meant to be a country of immigrants, right? A country of all people, of everyone, but it's mainly focuses on Europeans, right? Colored history is viewed as something completely separate from white America. Facts. I love that. Despite attending desegregated classrooms, students are experiencing segregated experiences. Facts. In order for classrooms to remove disadvantages imposed by privilege, critical race theory can be used as an analytical tool to help form a system focused on inclusion. Yes, I love that ending. Like this whole ending, past thus, is amazing. Like that's easily an A. And then I just copy and pasted this from my old one, from the old this thing right here. I'm not sure if I like it though. Critical race theory is also sometimes called critical race studies. See, I don't like that. It's like, okay, I don't know what critical race theory is, so I don't give a fuck what critical race studies is. You know what I mean? What if I just... what I'm doing here is I'm going through each word and describing it, you know? Critical race theory means analyzing the merits. Definition of race has shifted on being a spectrum. And I don't really understand it, but you know, they're fucking doctors, so I'll believe what they say. It is not biological, nor is it based primarily on skin color. It is necessarily based on ethnicity, nor is it based on country of origin. Rather, race is constructed socially, culturally, politically, and economically. Facts. But how do we distinguish the races, right? Because is it just white, and then everybody else, or is there like a specific thing? I had the damn. I don't got it on me. I got the source where I got it from. It's from the textbook. Yeah, for the arrays. Yep. It was somewhere. See, I don't know what page it was on either, because there's no page number. Unless I go. I'll worry about that later. Can I just? Nope. This crazy of temporary post-racial racialization. This where should be. Classification? Nope. Idea we have racial identities difficult to come to terms with. We usually see ourselves simply as people. Whiteness is by virtue is a sign as a dominant social position. It is unmarked. It's relatively easy for white person to go through life never thinking about their own racial identity. Whiteness functions as the normative ideal against which others people are categorized and judged. Facts, man. How do I copy this? See, I found this raw as extension. It just lets you copy everything you find. I feel like that quote can be used at the very bottom. Cause my three main points I'm trying to get across is right here. Critical race theory will help unmarginalized non-white Americans. I want to talk about how people who are not white can be benefited by focusing on how they are disadvantaged. You know what I mean? See, race is a factor in inequity. I don't know about that because I feel like it's gonna create a bunch of disparity. It's gonna create antagonism. But hey, it's a rough draft. I got like 3 weeks to write this. Maybe a month. Yeah, a whole month. Critical race theory will help unmarginalize and deter white Americans on subconscious. See, I don't know about that last part, cause it's it's creating like a negative view on white people, on white America, which fuck white America. But I don't want to write that on my essay, you know what I mean? This is supposed to be like educational. Okay. How about let's go ahead and watch a video. I've been watching this video right here.
Intellectual foundation for
Damn,
challenging
bitch.
relations of power.
Quiet down.
That's embedded in all three of these. We're challenging colonization.
What if I use these three, but that'd just be plagiarism? See, I could use this last one right here. Ethnic studies provides the intellectual offensive for the social political struggle for liberation and cultural. Thing is, it's old, and I don't really want to use something that old because all my sources are already like from the 90s. Focus the recovery of knowledge denied or submerged, and on the construction of a new knowledge from the perspective of historical marginalized groups. Yes. Yes. Hold on. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Hopefully it picks it up. They're gonna recovery. Focus on the recovery of knowledge. I could just add that on because I like the beginning part. Like, even though it's like short. Finally theory. Fuck it, what happened to the rest? There you go. Rather, it is not vaginal. Who the fuck is this dude? Move. Hugh the Heart. Evelyn Hugh the Heart. Oh, she a goat. She's a professor. She's still alive too. She wrote a few books. Struggle for Land Anatomy. Professor. I'm guessing it's the same lady, isn't it? Desavor. Yeah, it matches up. She went to Stanford too. Spanish Millennium. See, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in, but I'm gonna go ahead and research it later. I feel like I'm color coding it because when I had all these black bars, I couldn't really distinguish it. See, I like that. I feel like this is turning into just like brainstorming type thing. There should be a faster way to do this, no? I don't know. Japan. This critical race theory is a system. According to Professor Evelyn, what was her name? Hugh the Heart. That's a nice ass name. It's like I don't know, but it's a raw ass name. Sounds like a soccer player. The Heart. Evelyn Hugh the Heart. I gotta address that ethnic studies is also where did she get that though? Where did she get her little ideas? I gotta figure out where the source is from. So I can't just say that it's from page 874 and then have the have nothing on my works cited page. It's gonna look stupid. I still gotta. Oh my fucking god. Critical race theory aims to push forward the idea that race continues to be prevalent in today's society. I gotta add on this first. According to Professor Evelyn Hugh the Heart, Ethnic studies focuses on the recovery of knowledge denied and submerged, and on the construction of new knowledge from the perspective of historical management. A prevalent aim to push forward the idea that against prevalent. The factor prevalent society. Despite the push towards a colorless America, I don't like we. Marginalized groups, right? The thing is, who the fuck are the marginalized groups? So I gotta address that too. Designed by system. I want to take something out of up here. Damn. Cause now that I've been writing this shit, I've been noticing a lot of fucking like whitewash motherfuckers. What the fuck you doing? What the fuck you mean you like Harry Styles? Presenting critical race theory inside schools can help students understand how they are affected by system. See, I think I could use something up here. System design to benefit whites. I don't like whites because it's like saying fucking black. You know? It's just bogus as hell. Benefit whiteness. I don't like that word though, like at all, because it's just like I gotta focus what the fuck whiteness means. You know what I mean? I feel like we could do that in the next thing. But then again, this is the definition page. Let me put that up. I got a layout outline thing, and this is supposed to be my like definition page, background information. You know, so here's what I gotta define everything. There's a place for you to lay out implicit values that need to be made implicit and defended. This idea. Damn. If I set up the idea that if I explain what whiteness and like minority groups are down here, it'll be too late. Like bro, the fuck you mean? This is supposed to be the source. It's supposed to be the main argument, you know? Recommendations for conclusion. Yeah, I was trying to write something down on here, but again, I was focusing too much. See, I knew what I wanted to do. I put that on my current page right here. That dumbass Facebook logo. Americans see race as a factor in equality. Okay, let's just move on, right? Chapter 2. That was whatever the little dude said. All right, let's get started on this body paragraph. What, 30 minutes in? Damn, my fucking laundry's probably already done too. Yeah, it's fine. Category 3, you have to push forward. But then again, I need to. Centrality of racism to history. Facts. Critical Race Curriculum by Tara Joso. Okay. Pardon me. Terra Josa with it like that. Critical race. You know, I can't type. Race curriculum. See, I could use this to. Okay. It's article justice. Article. Facts. I don't know what she gonna say, but I know she got a point because it's addressed here. It's like Wikipedia. This is where I get my sources from. This article addresses critical race theory. Why critical race theory in education? Facts. Emerged from schools. Critical race theory's recent emergence from schools of education originated in 1987 by Derek Bell and all these other dudes. I've also sought to expand CRT to challenge facts. I can't even highlight on here. Can't remember. Page 95. Damn. See, I could go ahead and rewrite this. I should go ahead and rewrite this. So I feel like the critical. Yeah, this means it's just unnecessary. I feel like if I can just focus on the goals. I can't say that fucking word. On the goals of critical race theory and like all that other shit, then we could have a fundamental weight, right? I feel like I still gotta focus that race white is not biological, you know? So I gotta keep this in here. Fuck me, I got a headache for this shit, man. That's why I do my homework at Panera, bro. Because I hate working on my desktop. Go away. Even if you can. Like the merits and faults of racial construct. Fuck. I don't got the brain power to do this shit yet. So I'm gonna just go ahead and focus on how to teach like minorities. Critical race scholars in education utilize the historical experiences of They describe the importance of building curriculum from knowledges that originate from the very people who have been pushed to the bottom of society as well. See, if I use this, she's Miss Tara Jozo is quoting a bunch of other dudes, so it's gonna look weird if I use it. It's gonna like what the fuck are you doing here, you know? This has not been the traditional, while some scholars have advocated for curriculum to facilitate critical race and even critical consciousness, so the students' thinking and even critical consciousness, so that students would be prepared to create more equitable sociable. I feel like I'm popcorn reading, dude. The fuck. The social efficiency model aims to fill students up with knowledge so they can supply society's needs. Wherein schools deposit knowledge into students and society withdraws that knowledge from students to reproduce itself. Socially efficient curriculum structures, processes, and discourages are based on scientific management, as outlined by Frederick Taylor in 1911. Inspired by the productivity of the industrial revolution, scholars theorize that the functionality of the industrial assembly line should transfer to the curriculum. Facts. So it's like an old system, right? To the schoolhouse, which means developing school curriculum that could produce top of the line students. Yes, top of the line white students. Because at the time, the kids weren't at fucking school. Black kids weren't in school. I gotta learn about like right there, Chicano shit. I know a bit about Black history, but I don't know jack shit about Mexican history. I don't know if we were oppressed or not. Okay. Ralph Tyler drew on the ideas of self-conscious CC. So if I quote this, do I have to quote her as well? And in modern time, yeah, I can say that, right? Okay. The current school curriculum has remained has been built on the same core has been shit I can't write. Current school's curriculum has remained was built on a falcon. What does falcon mean? Yeah, right? Fallacy. On a fallacy, yes. Is there like different words for that shit though? According to what's her name? Tara June or something? Tara Joso. She a doctor? So if they're a doctor and I say she's a doctor, it's that what's it called? So she's just a professor. She ain't do shit. You're not a doctor, man? Damn. It's still though, it's a fucking professor. According to Professor Tara J. Jasso. I don't know if I should put the comma there, but it looks sexy. Socially efficient curriculum structures, process, school curriculum. Alright, it was inspired by the productivity of the Industrial Revolution. Scholars theorize that the functionality of the industrial assembly line should transfer to the curriculum, to the schoolhouse. This means developing school curriculum that could process top-of-the-line students. Yes. How will she disprove this? Tyler's approach to epitomizes the traditional curriculum approach that has functioned for the most part of the 20th century in the U.S. curriculum theory. Following this argument, the formal school curriculum is presumed to be neutrally developed and objectively evaluated. This contradicts the subjective purpose of informal school curricula, the fuck is that? Which work to produce an effective citizenry, prepared to take hierarchy, arrange socially, political, economic decisions. Traditionally, school curricula prepare white and upper middle class students to make decisions and problem solve so they can become leaders in the workplace. For white history, the people who found American boarding schools during this time with robber barons were far from innocent or naive about how the school worked. They recognized that unless their sons and grandsons were willing to take up the struggle for the preservation for their class interest, brothers would slip. Facts! feel like that I got excited for that. That could help me. Like instead of saying the other shit. Or I could actually use that on my definition, but it's already long enough, I think. It's supposed to be 5 pages, I think, long. Could it work right there? No, that's not this. That's not. Damn. 1985 Hodges Perso. Like, I don't know if this is. I hope it's not plagiarism. If so, this shit's documented so they can see my naivety. What's it called? If I can't say that word, I don't know what the fuck plagiarizing is. But I'm not taking it word for word, because I'm quoting this dude right here. The person who founded American boarding schools during the time of robber barons were far from innocent or naive about how this world worked. They recognized that unless their sons and grandsons were willing to take up the struggle for the preservation of their class and interest and privilege would slip from the hands of the elite. Facts. How does Ms. Yoso add on to this? For white upper class boys and girls, the school curriculum functions to maintain hierarchical. Damn, I got a fucking headache, bro. I hate this screen. I bought a fucking. I don't fucking know. Maintain hierarchical. In contrast to an intellectually stimulating curriculum, public schools too often prepare students of color and low-income students to take direction without question, memorize without critical analysis, and focus on remedial, manual labor-focused curriculum rather than a college-bound curriculum. Indeed, the traditional curriculum prepares students of color to serve upper and middle class interests. Facts. I'm not sure if that's true anymore, but I mean, she wrote it down, so it gotta be true. Which simultaneously upholds white privilege. Through the curriculum, students of color socially, politically, and economically marginalized, while their white counterparts are preparing for power. Damn. Students of color are prepared to fill the ranks of the working class through the curriculum that minimizes their intellectual growth and maximizes opportunities to teach manual labor skills. Is that really true though? Well, the traditional curriculum purports to be objective, neutral, and meritocratic. Alright, from now on, I'm not gonna stutter. It prepackages knowledge to serve economic and social purposes. According to socially efficient traditional view, knowledge is static and defined by experts who have vested interest in the system. In contrast, a critical raised epistemology recognizes people of color and holders as colors. God damn, bro. Ain't no way I can't read. Is Dr. Herschel like a doctor or some shit? Yes, we finally got a doctor. So I gotta give her the title. There you go. Even if they did not play a part in building the foundation for racism. Privilege. I feel like this does not really like, because I want this first paragraph to really focus on minorities and how they could be benefited, you know. I feel like by saying this, it's saying like, yo, like, fuck y'all, white motherfuckers, you know. It's facts, but I don't want to say that on my fucking paper, like I said earlier, man. Even if they did not play a part in building the foundation for their privilege, damn. This is mainly focusing on. Damn, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this. Push this down to the third. What the fuck did I put it? Thank you. No. No. There you go. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to finish off by debunking somebody's thing, and I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna definitely try. Critical race theory aims to bring down. Yes, I like this. This again, this focuses on white privilege. Like I want to talk about fucking minorities, not about no oppressor. Delgado argues out. See, I don't like this like at all. Again, I'm trying to fucking help. How can we help? Towards a critical race curriculum, yes. So that's what she was talking about, right? Yes. Okay, let's go back and like listen to her. Let's actually listen to her.
There's been a little bit of work, but I think the main is there about what curriculum and pedagogy might look like. I think the main thing when we thought about it in relationship to curriculum is Teriyasa. Now I'm going to hit you here.
Why is she taking a picture?
Conceptual framework, but then I'm going to pull this together into 4 implications for what this means in teaching. So please go ahead and take pictures of the slides.
No,
and if you're
sorry.
feeling like
I was
overwhelmed
waiting
by
for no reason.
conceptual frameworks, don't worry because we'll get to something a little bit more concrete in a minute. But I want to sort of lay a little bit of a foundation here. What Tara writes about when she talks about the critical race curriculum is a curriculum in which
Well,
knowledge.
I got a big ass fucking headache, bro. I'm gonna take a quick little 5-minute break.